Hi everyone, this is the Ask Annie podcast, Horse Girl reviews on products you use. Special thanks to SoftRide for providing me with the products featured in this week's episode. I've heard a lot about SoftRide's comfort boots and gel inserts, from team ropers to trail riders and everyone in between. They seem to be the industry-wide go-to boot, so I figured it was time for me to try them out for myself. One of the perks of the SoftRide comfort boots and gel inserts are that they come in a wide variety of sizes and thicknesses. Because of this combination, there are a few steps that must be taken prior to ordering. The SoftRide website has extremely easy to follow instructions on how to measure your horse's hoof. I grabbed a pencil and paper and headed to the barn. Maddie had just had her hooves trimmed the week prior, and SoftRide highly recommends you measure shortly after a trim in order to avoid the comfort boot being too big. First, I stood Maddie on a hard, flat surface and placed a piece of paper on top of a magazine for added support under her hoof. I then took a pencil and traced around her hoof, making sure to get as precise of a line as possible. The magazine came in handy because without it, I'm sure Maddie's shoe would have ripped the paper when she stepped on it. Because Maddie does have shoes on, I drew a line out at the point where her shoe ended on the back of her hoof. Once her hoof was properly traced, I lifted her foot and removed the paper from underneath it. Next came the measuring. In order to get the most customized fit, SoftRide requests that you measure the length and width of your trace. I drew a line connecting the back of Maddie's shoes together, and then measured from Maddie's toe to that line, and then across her foot at the widest point. I then found the closest fit to these measurements on the SoftRide sizing chart. SoftRide recommends that if your horse's measurements are in between sizes to choose the larger size to accommodate hoof growth. You might remember from past episodes me saying that Maddie is a Percheron thoroughbred, and her Percheron half really comes out in her feet. They're extremely large. Maddie's measurements align with a size 3 comfort boot, which is one of the 18 different sizes that SoftRide offers. The SoftRide gel orthotics come in 18 different sizes also, but they can be customized even further because they come in 6 different densities. I decided to stick with the standard turquoise gel orthotic because Maddie doesn't have any foot or leg problems, but it was really neat to learn about the other types of orthotics SoftRide has to offer. For example, they offer a combination specialty pad that creates a smaller angle to the hoof and therefore relieves tendon tension. It's really reassuring to know that if Maddie does get injured, that I can find a pad that'll fit in the comfort boot she already has, but could help her heal more comfortably. I quickly submitted the size I needed and excitedly waited for the SoftRide comfort boots and gel inserts to arrive. Maddie's SoftRide comfort boots and gel inserts arrived shortly after ordering, and I quickly unwrapped them and removed them from their box. The first thing I noticed was how sturdy they felt. The thickness of the sole on the boots reminded me of a human snow boot, and there was even a bit of tread on the bottom, which I would think aids in helping the horse walk in them. The exterior of the boots are made of a dense canvas, helping to repel dirt and dust. I brought Maddie in from the pasture and proceeded to try the comfort boots and gel inserts on. SoftRide provided a handy first-time user fitting guide to help you ensure the boots fit, and if they don't, how to make sure they're exchangeable. First, I removed the gel insert from inside the comfort boot. The gel inserts fit snugly inside the boot, and as an added security, had a large hook and loop closure that connects the insert and the boot together. Then, I wrapped Maddie's hoof in plastic wrap. By doing this, I was able to keep the gel insert clean and free of any debris that might have been on the bottom of Maddie's foot. I then placed Maddie's wrapped hoof on top of the gel insert and assessed the fit. According to the user guide provided by SoftRide, there should be a small amount of gel padding around the hoof. If the hoof overlaps the gel insert, it's too small. Luckily, Maddie's gel inserts fit, and a small amount of gel insert could be seen around her hoof when I sat it on the ground. I attached the gel insert back into the comfort boot and proceeded to put the boot onto Maddie's foot. To ensure the boot is applied properly, SoftRide recommends picking up the foot, placing the toe in the boot first, and then pulling the back of the boot up and over the heel. This worked really well, and Maddie's foot slipped into the comfort boot easily. Maddie placed her foot down without hesitation and stood comfortably in the boot. The comfort boots featured 2 double-sided hook and loop closure straps on the front of the boot. These straps allowed me to easily adjust the comfort boots to fit snugly on Maddie's lower leg. I adjusted the straps relatively tightly against Maddie's pastern, as there was a significant amount of padding around the top inside of the boot. I felt confident that even if I made these boots fit snugly, that Maddie's leg would be protected. Maddie, even though she'd never worn boots like this before in her life, stood contently as I examined and adjusted the hook and loop closure straps on both of the boots. Upon walking for the first time in the boots, Maddie was a little hesitant, but after the initial steps, walked normally and comfortably in the boots across the driveway and around the barn. SoftRide recommends using the comfort boots and gel inserts for daily use only if the horse is stalled, in a paddock, or trailering. Since Maddie is in a pasture, I decided to only use them while she was in the trailer. According to the SoftRide website, the comfort boots and gel inserts are helpful to use while trailering as they reduce the vibrations caused by travel and massage the frog while the horse adjusts their weight, which in turn increases circulation to the hooves and legs. In addition to trailering and stabling, SoftRide suggests their comfort boots and gel inserts be worn on concrete or asphalt surfaces or be worn for therapeutic uses while treating injuries, in conjunction with the appropriate gel insert. Overall, I was impressed with the entire process of outfitting Maddie with SoftRide's comfort boots and gel inserts. The ordering process was thorough yet easy to follow and resulted in a product that fit Maddie flawlessly. The comfort boots and gel inserts themselves were durable and sturdy yet easy to apply correctly. For more information on SoftRide comfort boots and gel inserts, please visit softrideboots.com. That's SoftRideboots.com for more information. Thanks for tuning in. Learn more about the Ask Annie podcast by following us on Facebook and Instagram at Ask Annie Podcast. Have a suggestion for a product you'd like me to use in an upcoming episode? Email me at askanniepodcast@gmail.com or leave a comment on any of our social media pages. Find even more Ask Annie episodes anywhere you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and many more. The Ask Annie podcast is a production of the Equine Podcast Network, an entity of Active Interest Media and the Equine Network.